Hi everyone, I'm here. We're in week 7 and I'm here with some information on your final project for digital publishing. For your final project, you have a choice. I want you to create something that you can publish digitally, not necessarily just on your blog, but somewhere else. But the idea would be that if you published it, say, on LinkedIn articles or somewhere else, that it would become a promotional tool for your blog. And we're going to read a lot about promotion this week, so we thought this was a good time to introduce our final project. So it's not going to be, if you write an editorial or feature, it's going to be related to your blog topic. For example, Ariana could write an editorial about why the government should ensure that healthcare covers birth control for women, or she could write a feature article, 5 reasons why birth control is too expensive. They're both opinion pieces, right? Because it's her information, it's her, putting forth her ideas. But one takes a harder stand. It has a clear call for action. The other one is more of like in the blog post, what you do, like presenting the information. So it's still your opinion, your view, but it's not quite as much a call to action. So it's a little different. But either way you go, you want to have, if you choose to do an editorial or feature article, you definitely want to have outside research sources. And then the way that you want to integrate them is pretty similar to how, it's actually very similar to how you've been doing it on your blog. This is one of the top articles. I linked, you'll see the HubSpot article for the top 20 LinkedIn articles, which was just updated in 2017. One of the things you'll note is that most of them have a listicle in the title. This one doesn't. This was number 1, How Successful People Stay Calm. And then here, this is Talent Smart, so it's a link back to his own company. The newsletter, again, link back to their own sources. But then here's a link to the Yale study. Now below here, there is another a research from University of California, Berkeley. So I find it kind of strange that it doesn't have a link here. I don't know why, but in terms of just attributing the research and the source, I think he's done a perfectly fine job. Research from the University of California, Berkeley, the study led by postdoctoral fellow Elizabeth Kirby found, this, and it goes on to paraphrase the findings, and then he has a direct quote from Kirby. So the only thing that would improve this would obviously be a link to Kirby, the study, or something. So maybe the page at research from the University of California. And in any event, I would have done that. But instead of saying Kirby et al., he's saying led by postdoctoral fellow Elizabeth Kirby. So this is how we take what we would normally call a scholarly research or a scholarly study, and we use it in feature or opinion writing to obviously boost our own credibility. So going through some of these articles, you'll see how they handle the research. Some of them do a better job than others, but it is important to have outside sources for when you're publishing. So if you're certainly welcome to do this article, and again, it should be related to your blog topic. And then like later on, you could take it and just sort of change the intro and change the conclusion and just make it something that would be specifically for your blog audience. Okay. If you don't want to do that, you can do an infographic. Infographics are extremely popular. Many bloggers publish infographics instead of just like a written blog post. Many feature magazines, online magazines feature them, so they're very, very popular. And then here is one platform that I've used, Venngage. They have a lot of really good templates, and it is free. It is a little bit more limited when it's the free. And doesn't cost all that much to upgrade, if I'm remembering correctly. You certainly don't have to do this, but if you wanted to do this, you could do, monthly and then just cancel it if you wanted to do that. But again, you should be able to complete what you want to do using the free templates. I've also given you some other sources Canva does have infographics, however, they're not, you can't embed them as a blog post, or you couldn't embed that for like a LinkedIn article. So it's not really the best, but you can actually use PowerPoint to make a really good looking infographic. And I've actually given you some of these templates that you can upload and work with if you want to do that. There's also PictoChart, Easily. So these are different tools. They all have free options. And so I think it's really important for you to be able to publish something digitally that's outside of your blog range, and an editorial, feature article, or an infographic is a really great way to do that. And then you can repurpose them to use on your blog, so they will become, in effect, your fourth blog post. So it's kind of like you're taking one topic. You can also take one of, something that you've already written about, and you can shape that. I mean, you can take that idea and shape that into something that would be more of an editorial or feature article. But it should be related to what you're working on with your blog. It should include research for either one, for either the infographic or the article. And I'm really looking forward to hearing your ideas for what you're going to do.